things NFTs, like day after day. I can't tell you how many calls I've had today because now it seems like everybody wants to talk about NFTs.
Yeah, it's so crazy. I think we're going to need to clone ourselves to be able to manage all the projects that want to involve us at this point. And it's all a blessing. And you know what? We talk about it. The rising tide lifts all boats. We knew this space was going to be huge when we got in well over a year ago, and we've been leading this thing. And today we have an amazing Nifty show that you're going to love.
Here we go.
Looking into the future, what do we see? It's lined with digital collectibles, we call them NFTs. Games, trading cards, digital art, and those crypto kitties. Travis and Joel are the hosts, you'll know. Travis and Joel say this won't blow. They're locked and loaded, so ready, set, go! It's the Nifty, really kind of spiffy. The Nifty Show.
It's Nifty Show number 37 in a series of 1 million shows.
Yes, we're really early on. These are still the low mint shows. You got in on mint number 37 on this one.
We've got Michael Blue and Corey Cottrell from Uplift World coming on today. We've got Ola, the creator of Dark Country. They've got a new site to build for you to help track your collections of NFTs called Collect.social. Bitcoin Origins is dropping their 4th moment tomorrow. Is
that it? Is that all of it, or what?
No, but wait,
there's more.
There's more.
What?
Dun-dun. Mm-hmm. Dun-dun. Waiting in the wings. Dun 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 dun. He is a known quantity in the NFT space. He is a collector of fine NFT art and digital collectibles, has built a massive portfolio of digital collectibles that are backed in his vault by the Whale token, which is currently sitting at $26.61 a token. He goes by the name WhaleShark, and he's here today. Mr. Shark, or do I call you Whaley?
Thank you so much for having me on, Joel and Travis. It's really a pleasure to be here and talk everything NFTs with two very large NFT enthusiasts as both of you are. So thank you for having me on.
Thanks for coming, and we appreciate that you like to remain anonymous due to the size of your portfolio, and you know, you don't want to be a target for the bad sharks.
That's absolutely right. I mean, again, when I entered the space 2 years ago, you know, I invested a total of 1 to 2 million into NFTs back then. And even back then, that was a relatively sizable amount versus the market back in 2019 and 2020. With the recent escalation in not only the price of whale, but also the value of those assets, you know, I do think it's prudent to remain pseudo-anonymous, although there are a couple of people and a couple of journalists who have actually had the chance to speak with me face to face.
Right on. So you have for those who don't know, you have the Whale token, which is essentially tied to your NFT collection. So I guess it's sort of like an NFT index fund, so to speak.
That is correct. So the Whale token is backed by the Whale Vault, which holds over 15,000 NFTs today. That collection of NFTs is single-handedly the most valuable collection of NFTs to date, with the valuation ranging anywhere between 20 million to 90 million, really depending on who you ask. There's a lot of different valuation mechanisms in the space today, but have been thrilled to do that. At the same time, the Whale token's value add is not only just purely based on the vault itself. More importantly, the value is based on the community, which is now the single-handedly largest general NFT collector and creator community in the space, as well as the content and as well as the brand equity that we're driving through WhaleShark, as well as the whale community as a whole. So it lies on the intersection of social tokens and NFTs.
You guys can go to the site I'm looking at here is whale.me, and I see, you know, a lot of art on here. You can see what's in the vault. I think is that you there in that picture? Mr. WhaleShark?
I do wish I dressed that fancily. Usually in a suit, top hat only for the major events. But yeah, on the website, what we wanted to do was really highlight some of the amazing artists and creators that were part of the Whale Vault. Up there we have Arsenic Lullaby as well, who's an amazing artist and who will be dropping something with us relatively soon.
Which piece is that?
That's actually this piece that you see right now over here. You got a Hackatow over there. But if you move down a tiny bit, I believe it's on the bottom row. There you go. So the car wreck, so the triumphant piece.
Oh, this one right here. Yeah.
Yep. There's tons. I mean, we got Frankie Nines you're pointing to. We got Brendan Dawes by the side. What we've tried to do is, in entering the space from a crypto art perspective, is firstly really collecting what we really loved in the space, because I think that is just a general premise for all collectors. But in addition to that, really looking at artists and their creations, which have a high amount of return on investment from a valuation perspective. So we're very supportive of all of the artists in the space. And we just love having the whale community to provide that platform for many of these artists to grow.
Right on. So I'm looking at, so it looks like Non-Fungible is putting out a monthly report on your vault, and they're doing an audit on your vault and seeing exactly what's in there. But I noticed that it's right here. Stop on this page right here. It says that this audit is based on the following Ethereum wallet. So are they only kind of doing the vault based on what's in your Ethereum wallet? Because there are so many other blockchains that are doing NFTs right now. And it seems to me that Non-Fungible just focuses on ETH.
So currently at the moment, Non-Fungible is focused on the ETH holdings as well as the Flow holdings. We are also the single-handedly largest collector of NBA Top Shots. And that valuation of the NBA Top Shots, again, I think Non-Fungible takes an extremely conservative, and rightfully so, approach towards the valuation. But at the same time, if you look at larger other websites that use different methodologies like Moment Ranks, our NBA Top Shot collection on Flow is currently being valued at $71 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible. I saw here you had over 1,500 plots in the sandbox. I mean, that's a lot of land. And the Top Shot collection is, I don't see an estimate for the Top Shot collection here.
I think if you move downwards, they actually do a breakdown for everybody. But yeah, we love the concept of the metaverse. We are the single-handedly largest holder of crypto voxel plots as well, with over 200 plots. And in addition to that, second to Binance in Sandbox land holdings.
Nice. So I see you have Whale Vault 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got several Whale Vaults in NBA Top Shot, right?
So we recently made sure, and I do want to clarify this for the community, the day that Flow and Dapper Labs said, hey, you need to have a single account, what we did was we already started that process of consolidation. I'm very proud to say that consolidation has actually been completed as of, I want to say 48 hours ago. So it should be a single account at this point in time. It is showing up as a single account there. But yeah, the main reason why we had two accounts is because very early in the day, I think now in Nifty, when we say very early in the day, it means like 5 months ago. But we were buying out other people's accounts, right? So that was the reason why we had multiple accounts there.
Look at the growth here. And of course, if anything were to show the effects of the bull run here over the past couple months, this would certainly do it. At the same time, you're acquiring more and more. What is your big vision for this, and what do you hope to accomplish besides having this incredible vault of artwork?
That's a fantastic question, Joel. So essentially, there's two parts to this. And it's basically planned on an overarching theme. So the premise of Whale and the vision of Whale is basically to empower anyone and everyone to become a whale through the Whale token, right? I would like to say that all of the artwork and all of the NFTs that are in the vault were purely donated from myself. And I have never sold any Whale for profit. I've only given it away. And we continue to give away Whale every single month. Now, the end game for me actually came with an announcement that I made about 10 days ago. 10 million tokens, 40% are going to be distributed to the community, 10% are going to be distributed to the chief partners. I donated an additional 10% so that it could be used to raise funds to collect even more NFTs. And I'll talk about that when we're able to release some of the announcements there. But my remaining 40%, people were really asking, what is he going to do with it? Is he going to dump it on the market? I released a note saying that it is my intention and it is a promise that over the course of my life, I will be vesting my remaining complete percentages into a charitable foundation that we are currently setting up that will go towards helping disadvantaged women and children. So that is the end game. And really what I'm hoping to do is create this virtuous cycle whereby the price of the NFTs or the vaults go up, therefore the price of whale goes up, and then therefore the funds that this charitable foundation has to make an impact on the world also continues to grow up. So essentially what it does, it creates this virtuous cycle where we started with NFTs, but we're able to make a true impact on the world itself.
That's so beautiful. It's like going out, and we're all about that too, doing good stuff. And you are a shining beacon of light in this space and really doing that. I think that's phenomenal. Let me ask this. So there's a lot of different creators out there that you maybe haven't worked with. And then so how does someone maybe donate, NFTs to the vault? Like we've got a lot of really high valuable, blockchain heroes cards that have been created. And we've actually thought about creating our own Nifty index fund before we heard about the whale vault. We're like, okay, well, somebody's already done that. So I guess we're not going to create an NFT index fund. But so how do creators go about working with you if they wanted to donate some stuff to the overall fund?
So the first thing I would say, Travis, is I think that the space is very open and extremely and needs more of these sort of structures. So I would not, again, I would advise anyone who is thinking about doing something that's similar to Whale to just jump head in and just make sure that you're aware of the regulatory and legal structure that is required behind that. But I can tell you that the FOMO and the desire for these curated vaults is increasing day by day, my friend. So I would not throw away that. I would definitely pursue something like that.
I do have niftyindexfund.com. So I have thought about that.
There you go.
We did.
But we
did not want to, we like to help lead the space. We like to, we create innovative technologies to kind of drive things forward. So we try not to do something somebody else has already done, but we'll keep that in consideration.
In terms of donating to the vault is open, right? It's an open, and Joel, love the mascot you're wearing. You and I
that
are...
is no longer my name. I don't want anybody to recognize me. So I will now be the masked NFT Avenger.
Masked blockchain hero.
He's a dolphin shark.
That's right. The minnow shark. Here, I'm ready for underwater now. Or skiing.
There you go. Now you just need the animation of the bubbles. But in terms of donation to the vault, I mean, it's an open Ethereum address. Everyone knows the Ethereum wallet address. We accept donations all the time. And many of the members in our community have, when they've created works that are very important to them, they move into the vault. Now, what we do, however, is I'm sure you guys are aware that sometimes there's marketing material and things that are, not truly collectibles that people like to spam send. We do go through a cleansing only of those marketing materials every 6 months. So the vault is really open to anybody to donate if they wish to. And once again, with our gratitude and our well wishes, this thing can only just become bigger and really help make that large impact that we're looking to for the world.
That's great. So for those of us that really are huge fans of Wax and the NFT world on Wax, we're accustomed to 1 second transactions and no gas fees, which I think is a real problem for a lot of people that are making their NFTs on Ethereum. I'm wondering, have you looked at Wax? And if so, what have you seen? Or perhaps there's a lot of things you haven't seen yet.
Absolutely. When it comes to blockchains for NFTs, I am completely agnostic, right? So I'm willing to try and explore any single blockchain that decides to support NFTs, whether that be Wax, whether that be Flow, whether that be Ethereum, or even whether that's Tezos that's coming up right now. I actually did delve into wax during the Shatner card drop. And I saw the FOMO. I saw how I was actually on one of the YouTube channels when I saw everyone scrambling for cards. It was at that point in time, I was really looking for, a killer collectible to be able to move in. Now, given all and everything that has been happening on Ethereum and Flow at the moment, I really haven't paid wax enough attention. And I definitely need to be doing so. So actually, one of the to-do things on my list this weekend is to explore that space. And I really can't wait to, because I know that a tremendous amount of good collectibles are being launched down there, including the Street Fighter drop that I totally missed out on. And being a huge Street Fighter fan, I know that I'm going to be kicking myself in the butt 2 or 3 months down the road.
Well, when you get a chance, type, I won't show this publicly because we're the only ones in the Zoom, but put your Wax Wall address into the chat, and I'm going to make sure you get some packs of Blockchain Heroes so that you can experience the opening up of those collectibles for yourself.
Thank you so much, Joel. And once again, then Blockchain Heroes are also going to be a part of the Whale Vault. So that is amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that one of the things that we find, WhaleShark, is that, the pack opening experience is a different thing, right? When you're buying something, you can see that with NBA Top Shot. Oh, the pack opens, you're ready. But even the NBA Top Shot has kind of an underwhelming video, kind of an opening. And so it's one of the things that we've always wanted to do is we want to make sure that when somebody's opening up a pack, that it's delightful, that is, it engages them and makes them want to open up another pack. And so each one of our pack openings they have different openings. They have different styles. Like their first launch we had a hero. It's a hero pack, and then there's the heroes actually punching and fighting his way to get out of the pack, and the pack explodes and all the cards fly everywhere, right? In series 2, we have the pack sitting there, then a rocket's flying by, and then the flight explodes, and then all the cards fly everywhere. And then we have our gallery vault where you're going through a museum vault, and all the art from the previous series are hanging on the wall, and you open up the crate and the cards fly out. And then we did our Stonk Wars one where we had a cool video on that. And Joel's actually made a few of these videos. So that's kind of an art form in itself. We think that, if you're going to do a pack opening experience, make it fun so people really enjoy that. And I think it's worked because our first series has over 90% of the packs opened, which I think is a record within the NFT space. And then also, I would just say, if you look at what's going on Wax, it's mostly the independent projects that are kicking ass. It's not the big corporate projects that have come in.
Except for Capcom.
Except for Capcom. Capcom has moved its way up, but for the longest time, it's always been those independent artists that are creating new IP and doing new things in unique ways. And so I think once you start diving in and really understand what's going on, you're going to really appreciate the Wax community. And I think the people in the Wax community are some of the friendliest, nicest people in the space too.
Except for that one guy. That one guy,
there's always that one guy, right? Who's a total douchebag. I cannot wait to explore it. And Travis, I think you hit on a very strong point. Right now, when you look at collecting Nifties, whether that's on any platform, and once again, I look forward to doing it on Wax. Sometimes that it's very transactional, whether than it's an actual collector experience. So you talking about that really just gets my blood running. It gets me excited. Because, if I was excited by Gods Unchained card openings or NBA Top Shot card openings, I can't wait to see what it's like to open up a pack on Wax.
Let me ask you this question. What we're seeing on Nifty Gateway is this frenzy, right? Of now there's a lot of people that are speculating, art or not. If there's a limited quantity, I want to throw my name in the hat for the drawing and pick up this piece. And I saw tonight, which I think goes live in an hour or so, Ferocious. They have the auctions as usual, but the limited edition piece, there's 15 of them, and you can enter the drawing. If you win, it's $44,000. What do you think is happening to the market? Is this a bubble, or are we just seeing the natural evolution of what's going to happen with art?
So I think it is a bit of everything, Joel, and that is fantastic and really is the key question here. Now, given that, I'm going to premise my comments by saying, what are my long-term observations on the market itself? When you look at the NFT market today, and I tweeted this. So someone asked me about what was the bear case for NFTs, and I said 99.99% of projects that exist as Nifties today will not be commercially viable when mainstream adoption comes. Then after that, I added on what is the bull case. The bull case is exactly the same as the bear case. 99.99% of projects that exist today will not be commercially viable when the mainstream adoption appears. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is that, I think we have a frenzy of creation, which is wonderful, right? And I think many people create some extremely valuable stuff, using NFT technology. But collectors do have to be very aware that you need to collect what you love versus collecting for investment during this period of time. Now, with digital art, I would say that it is very heartening to see all of this money flow into the space. I do think we are in a tiny bit of a bubble when it comes to digital art, because again, if you have 1 million artists, how many of those artists are really going to move on and sell at Christie's, sell at Sotheby's? So that's why I still premise all of my comments with the fact that people really have to buy what they love. Digital NFTs to digital art is the inevitable evolution of digital art itself, right? The reason why digital art could never be commercial is simply because there was a lack of a way to prove provenance and scarcity. And this really is the key to unlocking that for digital art to go mainstream.
I have to show you. This is my favorite piece that I have purchased on Nifty Gateway.
Beautiful.
Right here. There's there's actually audio. Let's see. Here we go. Turn to the right.
I love that one.
This is a bad gummy.
This.
He's a bad bear. I paid
love this.
$9.99 for it, and you can see here that they've gone for up to 18,000. And I'm like, I don't want to sell it. I love it too much.
Joel, that is the ethos of a true collector. I've collected 210,000 NFTs over the last 2 years. Very happy to say I have never sold a single one either, right? I was in a clubhouse room with Steve Aoki just now as well.
I popped in there for a little bit and I was listening to Steve talk, and he is all in.
He is all in. And as a collector, he's collected all this physical artwork, and he was very proud to say, while they've all escalated in value, when it comes to selling it, I've never sold a single one either, right? So I think that shift from investor to collector is also happening. And what we will see a lot stronger hands in the future of those 0.01% of projects.
That's great. I just have one final question for you, because I'm looking at your portfolio and the valuation on some of these. Like, I never heard of Joy World. I didn't know when that thing came out. A lot of money. I didn't know when this thing came out. Crypto Motor. Some of these I've not heard of that they were coming out. And I know that you probably WhaleShark, so people are telling you when their stuff's coming out. Is there a place where you go to see where all the crypto drops and these NFT projects are dropping, so you can be ahead of the game?
Absolutely. So the two channels of information that I use are, firstly, definitely Twitter. So I follow a lot of the NFT collectors in the space. And again, as collectors, we're very open. Since the wallet is open, right? We're very open to sharing what we're collecting. And in addition to that, I'm very active on Discord as well. So in terms of Discord, especially those general NFT collector groups, they talk about all of these projects. And Joy, let me take Joy for example. John O'Ryan Young is probably one of the OGs of crypto art, right? He's creating these amazing 3D Joy toys, or Joys as he likes to call them. And it was just a very natural and a very easy decision to not only to collect but also to invest in such an OG. But yeah, the information I would mainly focus on Twitter as well as Discord. There are amazing Discords like Token Smart, like the Whale Discord. They're talking about a lot of different projects all the time.
Well, you guys can check it out at whale.me. And if you go to tryroll.com, you can see the Whale token is the top in market cap right now. One Whale token is currently $26.89. I'm pleased to say that I bought a little whale at about $6 once I discovered what you were doing. So I'm quite pleased with that. And also, those of you who have been watching us would know that the Hero token is now trading on Roll, and we're on Uniswap, and it's now at 9.8 cents. And so if you want to acquire some Hero, there might actually be an airdrop coming up here today. We'll see what happens. Mr. WhaleShark, thank you so much for coming on today and sharing with us. And we'll have you back again. Please DM me your Wax account on Twitter, and I'll get you some Blockchain Heroes packs.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Joel. Thank you so much, Travis. It's been a wonderful conversation, and congratulations on the launch of Hero. Welcome
Thanks
to
so
both
much.
NFTs as well as social currencies.
That's great.
Tip my
Take care,
hat to you,
friend.
good sir.
Awesome. I didn't mean to cut you off, Mr. Shark. My finger was itchy there and got you.
Well, ding ding.
Well, we're moving on from one whale to another, because in the Wax ecosystem, the Bitcoin Origins series is a whale of a tale. They've released 3 moments so far in the saga. They have all sold out in the blink of an eye. Moment 4 is coming out tomorrow, and Paul Jenkins is here to tell us about it. Hey, Paul.
How you guys doing? Hear me okay?
Are you excited or are you scared?
I'm excited, I think. It's been a fun time, and it's really taken off quite amazingly. So it's difficult to sort of project that you can have such a success. But I have had, in my career, I've been involved in a few things that took off like this. So it's not a surprise to me, but it's always a kind of a delight. You feel very lucky.
That's awesome. I think one of our Joel and I's biggest mistakes was whenever Jeremy asked us if we wanted to be part of Bitcoin Origins, and we're like, man, we got so much going on. We got to launch Blockchain Heroes and this other stuff. So I don't know if we got time. And whoops, you guys are killing it. Love this. So you guys are having another launch for the first 1 megabyte moment for moment 4. What begins in about 19 hours, huh?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I mean, you guys are killing it too. So you're doing great. But I think being involved in something like this is pretty amazing. I see that you've worked out how to.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
You're not going to be able to buy any You're not going to be able to buy any blocks tomorrow.
I'm not
you
going
got
to
to
get
hit the
any
bridge.
blocks.
You got to get the motorcycles.
There we go.
Okay. The ability to identify a traffic light is actually quite a unique experience.
I know.
So well done.
This happens tomorrow. Tomorrow, to give you guys for watching the replay, it is March 5th right now. March 6th unlocks Bitcoin Origins moment for the 1 megabyte block, $20. There's 9,063 total, and this is the pizza moment. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, we're looking at a relatively notorious moment, although really publicly it's seen as being a notorious moment because the early Bitcoin miner Laszlo Hanyecz, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. The story is that he exchanged 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas, and so many people see this as a source of regret. If only he'd known, it would be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. It's the world's most expensive pizza, but that's a fraction of the story because there's more to it than that. He's actually been interviewed a number of times and asked, well, do you have regrets? And he really tends to say that he doesn't have a lot of regret about this because by doing the first commercial transaction, he really proved that Bitcoin could be exchanged for commercial goods. So he was there as a groundbreaker in a sense,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like a chicken or the egg. If you got all this Bitcoin, but nobody ever uses it, then it doesn't get any value. And I always say this. I mean, come on. Do you think he only had 10,000 Bitcoin? You think he gave, hey, I'm going to give you all of my Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. I'm pretty sure he had more Bitcoin than that, probably at a multitude. And so
he was an early miner, right? And he apparently communicated with with Satoshi Nakamoto, whoever that may have been, in discussing how this thing was working. And I think in those days,
it was like, hey, Satoshi, do you want jalapenos or do you want pineapple on your pizza?
Right, exactly. Yeah. So he probably had a lot of them. And I think in those days, you could actually pull a lot of them. There were many more to be mined. And so people were pulling tens, hundreds of thousands of them out, really. So he didn't really give away his entire stash, I'm sure.
I've just located one of your pizza moments here from the drop, and I'm going to open this up to show to everybody. The pizza moment. There we go. I think I found it. Yes,
I would say if we're doing the pizza moment, we're really getting close to the next one of these next moments where Travis lost 55 Bitcoin. Is that going to be a moment in the collection? Because it's pretty momentous to me.
Man, I don't even know what to say. Did you have one of these hard drives or put it on a zip drive or so on, whatever it is?
Well, no, I had it on I mined it on a laptop, dude. But really in 2010, mined it, and it was just killing my computer. And then so I mined a block, and then I went and got some off of a Bitcoin faucet, and then my computer just trashed out. And then it's really, and I noticed this because I was looking at my garage, and I was like, dude, I've saved every other freaking computer. Why did I throw that one away? What the hell was I thinking? It was just a shitty laptop, and I was like, I'm done with it. And I did not get my Bitcoin off.
And he's milked that story ever since. I think it's a sympathy play. He's hoping that somebody will come along and go, "Oh, Travis, I've got some extra."
I just want somebody to give me some pizza.
So as you can see, Travis, we paid homage to that. This is the guy that regrets your decision right there.
Very nice. That's nice. Oh, I love those. You know what? I want a pizza with Bitcoin on it. That's what I want.
That'll hurt your
Absolutely.
teeth.
That's true. You know what's funny, Paul, is we did a news piece a couple weeks ago where when Bitcoin was like $50-something thousand, you could literally buy 10,000 pizzas for 2 Bitcoin.
Yeah. So it kind of came around in the end, I think it will probably find its way back up because it feels like the price of gas, right? It goes up to 50, comes back down to 40, goes up to 55, comes back down to 40. It just looks like it's doing that, and in my opinion, but I'm not amazingly adept at understanding this stuff the way that you guys are, but it certainly looks pretty positive right now. And so what we're doing with the Pizza Day version of Bitcoin Origin of this release of Moment 4, we're kind of showing this one, which is about people's regret, but there's also another one that shows how Laszlo Hanyecz, this one called the Seed of Affirmation, or the affirmation seed, is about planting a seed. It's like literally planting a seed and growing a tree of pizzas, basically, but a tree of these things. And then, because our artist Mute is so amazing, I mean, we do ones that are like symbolic as well. So there's actually one that's a beautiful lion piece, lion in a garden of lotuses, because the lion can represent pride, but it can also represent like a relentless march towards progress. And the lotus is about transformation. And so, we're doing some symbolic ones as well. And I think they really, here you go. There's the planting of the seed. That's the animated one.
Wow. That is beautiful.
This artwork, I mean, this is prime stuff. And, WhaleShark, tell me you're looking at this and not going, damn, I need to put some of this in the vault. I'm sure.
No, we don't need any more people trying to get into these. We're trying to get them. We're trying to, these things went so fast last time. I mean, it was crazy, Paul. Like that, because I remember Joel and I was sitting there, and then Zach, his son, was sitting there, and my son, we were all trying to get one of those 4 megabyte blocks because there was only 64. And man, they went quick. They went so quick.
They went so quickly. And I think the thing to understand, I mean, we experience this as the team, right? Like we get the same opportunity that anybody else does, even though we make this stuff, right? Mm. And so, we sit there with our fingers at the ready, and one of the 6 or 7 or 8 of us will get one. It's very difficult to get them.
It's not going to be tomorrow, though. I mean, no. This is the biggest, the largest supply that you've put out. Now, that's, right. When you think of, ours and COGS and others, this number actually isn't very big. It's just large compared to what you've done before. So explain the increased supply here. Why does it keep going up for each?
Yeah, you're going to do this thing where you're trying to find the correct spot, right? Like one of the things that obviously happened after last time, which is really surprising. We've now seen 3 of these. The first one took a day and a half to sell, and there were very, very few of them. Moment 2 sold out in seconds, and we sat there excited because we didn't realize it would sell out in literally 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. Moment 3 did exactly the same, but we had raised the numbers still. And what we saw really in our community on the Telegram channel was that there were way too many people saying, I tried and I could not get one. Mm-hmm. I tried and I could not get one. So you face a situation there where you just kind of you can't have too many people that try and cannot get a block. It's that's a problem. You need to have people have it be exclusive, and it has to be collectible, and it has to be something that's really wonderful like that. So it feels very selective and special. But you can't have too many people, because they'll also leave. You know, people will now say, there's no chance of me getting a block, I'm not coming. So, you know, we work with our group to simply look at what we think the correct numbers and weights are. And this is the number that we arrived at. We reduced the price by $5 on the blocks. So, you know, in terms of USD, so they're actually cheaper. And then I think if you look at it in terms of how collectible it is, they're still pretty collectible. I mean, there's, as you say, there's only 9,000 or so. So
look at this beauty I've got sitting here in my
look at
wallet.
that.
This
Nice,
is,
you found one. Okay.
I got this I bought this when they came out. There's only 5 of the 4 megabyte blocks from moment 1 that have not yet been opened. And
Wow.
This probably will remain cherry for forever.
He actually got 2 of them because I couldn't get in, and he was able to get 2, and then sold me 1. And then whenever they
At retail
started going up,
no markup. Just let's be clear about that.
For friends of 4.
Yeah, we're homies. Well, and then the price of that thing just went ginormous. I mean, I don't know. Whenever I think $1,000 or something, maybe sold that thing for, and now those things are going for like 10x than that, like even way more than that. Yeah. It's crazy with how the prices on those early ones, since there were so few of them, and those cards are beautiful. So let folks know about your background, Paul. Like you've done some really cool stuff in the past, including currently. You're doing some really cool shit now, but tell them some cool things you've done before.
Yeah, you know, I've been in the entertainment business for a long time. I came in as one of the first employees of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which was a moment. You know, I was really young.
That's iconic.
I just came over to the States and for the first time, and I met the guys that had the rights to this black and white comic, and they just made a toy out of it. And it turned out to be the Ninja Turtles, and so my life exploded. And
we were creating some of the drawings and some of the art of those, right?
Well, no, I actually worked primarily, I initially started in publishing, in the comic book side of it, but I actually ended up really quickly working on licensing, which was really weird. So it's funny because you know, when we made the films and stuff, I would go down to the set from time to time, and I ended up being there the day that Vanilla Ice came in on the second movie, which was shocking. He wasn't what we call a hard worker. And then, you know, I went from Ninja Turtles and I went to Marvel when they were in bankruptcy, and I wrote some materials that really propelled them back out of bankruptcy, like Inhumans and the Sentry. And I wrote the origin of Wolverine, but I've also been in you know, I've worked in game design and innovation in game storytelling and new media. So I have my own company, Meta Studios, which stands for Media, Education, Technology, and Advancement. So it's all about like moving stuff forward. And now, you know, after doing a number of big video games and projects like that, I am now doing NFTs, and this project has just taken off. You know, it's just been amazing for us. And so, you know, we're excited.
So did Jeremy Bourne come to you and say, "Hey, I got this idea for this NFT series," and you were probably like, "What? What does that even mean?" Because that was early. I mean, this is before the big craze was starting to pop, right?
That is correct. And so they came to me, you know, they came to Joe Sichter, who used to be, you know, ex-Disney, Warner Brothers Animation. And Joe brought me in as a producer, acting as a producer. Yeah. And so, you know, when I came in, I do work in new media a lot. I work in, you know, I actually speak a lot at futurism conventions and so on. I've done a TED talk about it, funnily enough, about the future of storytelling. And here we are in NFTs, and here's the ability to tell a story using NFTs. And we're going to be going from this to other projects and begin to build out the storytelling side of NFTs. That's the thing that I'm very interested in.
That's great. How many total moments will there be?
They're slated for 15 at the moment, 15 moments, but it's very likely. In fact, it's part of the plan is to potentially move on to the next stage of talking about Bitcoin and additional crypto, right? Just talk about what this thing has become. It's fascinating.
The NFT moment, that'll be all meta when you do that.
Yeah.
So btcorigins.com is the site for tomorrow. You'll want to be ready, locked and loaded with your Wax wallet. The 1 megabyte blocks will go on sale 24 hours after these are gone. The 2 megabytes go on sale. There's 990 of those that are available for $200. And then 24 hours after those are gone, you will be able to have an attempt at one of the 99 4 megabyte blocks that are on sale.
Let me, Joel, if you don't mind, let me correct you on that. If you actually look at it, we're not doing it that way this time. Yes, 24 hours after the first one, but then 2 hours after the second. We wanted to give it to people in like one day, you know. So ultimately, a couple of hours after moment, the 2 megabyte blocks are finished.
Okay, so it's going to go boom, boom, boom. Let's just wrap this up. Less stress for you guys, less stress for everybody here. Now, you mentioned other projects, and of course, I know that Kurt Braggett, a friend of the show here, is working with you guys and the creator of Dust and Nifty Wizards, and now he's helping with a project called Rebel Rabbits, where by chatting in a Telegram, you can mine these little guys right here. And what is this all about?
Really, this comes from, I suppose, our mentor. We only know them as Gidim, and they have been feeding us content, stuff that they felt was really useful and important to us. And that's really where I came in, was to help kind of articulate some of this stuff. And the rabbits are really sort of representative, as I understand it, of like the community in a sense. They're basically indicative of what's happening in our community and what's happening in the world. They're rebels basically, and they stand against the sort of current financial system, demonstrating that it can change. And I think that's so. What happened with the Rebel Rabbits was that it started off, I think, as one part of what we were doing, and the next thing you know, all of a sudden these rabbits come all over the place because they created an ability to mine the rabbits. So you go into a Telegram channel, and if you were invited in, by participating, by talking, you could actually mine the rabbits, which is hilarious because it's something, I know some, but I don't know enough apparently, because apparently if you just keep talking in this channel, every so often you get awarded a rabbit.
Yeah, there you go. You can see right here, a royal rabbit was sent to this person. This is an invite only Telegram at the moment. There's 140 people in here that are mining bunnies, and messages are currently disabled because apparently messages are being sent here all about Rebel Rabbits. I don't know if I'm supposed to be showing that or not, but
well, that's fine. Actually, I think that just came on. If you're welcome to show that if you want to. It's actually something that was just on the Telegram channel before I was coming. Gidim was posting. I think this is what they posted. This is the stuff that was, all about what the rabbits are about, I suppose. So people can even read that.
It's pretty fascinating to there's a little dopamine there. It's like as you're chatting and you're like, all right, I want a rabbit. All right, hey, I got a rabbit. Sweet. Now I want another rabbit. Like I don't know what it is, but this mechanism combined with Dust and how Kurt has built that out, I think is brilliant. And I think, it's almost like we want in the Blockchain Heroes Telegram. Oh, every once in a while, you just got a blockchain hero, a special one or something. This is cool. This is a great mechanism that I think if you have a Telegram group or a Discord channel, you're going to want these kind of fun things as a bot in your zone. So I love it.
Yeah. I think you're right. And by the way, speaking of dopamine, we always hook you guys up. So I have been given a license to show you guys a couple of exclusives, or show a couple of exclusives as I'm on the show. I've just sent these, so I'm about as prepared as you are for this.
We've got just a couple minutes left here, Paul. So pull them up and let's get them.
Let me share my screen. So let me show you two of the newest ones. This here is the first of two success cards, and I will just play it for you. This is one of this is the special insert success card. This is the animation of it.
Success card that's available in which block?
This is in the 4 megabyte block, I believe.
Okay, so nobody will open those, so nobody will get one of these.
We need to open them so you can get the token, right? Yeah.
Okay, hard to open up those big blocks, baby.
That's one of them, and I got one more to share quickly before we're done.
This was beautiful, by the way.
People have seen this. But this is the animated version of the glitch card. They've seen the glitch card, but they haven't seen this.
Wow.
Look at that.
There we go. So electric.
You guys just keep leveling up. This is just amazing. amazing artwork, and it's so tempting to open the blocks. You know, there's this mentality of I want the cards, but I also know that these blocks are going to get rarer and rarer as time goes on if they're unopened. And so I opened some, and I know I'm going to get some 1 megabyte blocks. I'm going to open some of those for sure, because there's a lot of them, but I'm going to also hodl some, and I am going to be trying for that 4 meg. I did not get one last time. For the first time, I did not get one.
I have one last thing before I go. That is just, I was just reading the Telegram channel. So they've been, Gidim was putting some stuff in. As I understand it, because I didn't have much time before I came on here, in the 1 megabyte blocks, they're going to be hiding 42 of something. I don't know what the 42 things are, but in these 1 megabyte blocks, 42 of them are going to contain something. It's in the Bitcoin Origins Telegram channel, I think, or in the Uprising channel.
I hope it's a coupon for Papa John's Pizza.
Yeah, it could be. That'd be really good. But whatever it is, the numbers have already been announced. So the mint numbers of the blocks have already been announced. And because of the way it's minted, basically, randomly you're going to be assigned the mint numbers. So if you are lucky enough to get one of those mint numbered blocks, then you can open it and you'll receive something extra inside of it.
Fantastic. Paul, thanks so much. We know tomorrow's going to be a blockbuster sale. We're standing by to buy on our end. So congratulations in advance on the great success of Pizza Moment 4.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for your support. We appreciate it.
Love you guys.
All right, man. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. There you go, Trav. Bitcoin Origins.
That's pretty fancy.
Moment 4.
You know what? They always deliver the goods. You know what? And I remember whenever Jeremy sent over the very first version, and I was looking at it, and I was like, because it was done on an iPad, and I was like, man, this looks like it was done on an iPad. Because it was on an iPad. Well, I'm like, well, I hope the final version is a little better than this. And it turned out a little better than that. So that's good. It
turned out much better than that. All right. Segment 3 out of 4. I told you we have an extra large family size show for you guys today. There's so much great content out there that we had to go from 3 segments to 4 segments. And we're pleased to welcome back a friend of the show, the creator of the Dark Country game, as well as some other cool stuff that they have in the works. Ola, I cannot pronounce your last name. I'm not going to try.
You bet.
I am going to try. Miklovich.
Almost.
Oh, almost. That's good. I'll take an almost.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Almost like a Serbian guy, but yeah, it's fine.
Ola Miklovich.
I like how he goes, yeah, that's not it, but it's close, but I'm not going to tell you how to actually say it.
Yeah. How do you say it? How do you pronounce it?
Mikhailovich.
Mikhailovich.
Yeah,
okay, I was close. I was close. So Ola reached out to me probably 3-4 weeks ago and says, I want to show you something cool we are working on. And I took a look and I'm like, damn, this is cool. They have come up with a platform that allows you to build collections of your wax-based NFTs in a unique way, and you earn as you track your progress and you get achievements, and it's called Collect.social, and you guys can actually go there now. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you here. Ola, what's this all about?
Yeah, so we've been seeing, like, our idea came back in even late summer. So we started to see that there are many NFTs that are coming, and now it's even more and more, like 7 million or so on wax only. So we decided, like, why not people can try to monetize it first of all and get some experience on collecting these, and put some fun stuff and gamification on top of that, as well as socialization. So here you can basically, we curate some collections. For example, all Ghosts of Dark Country, and you get like the points for just wait a bit.
It's going to populate now? Okay, so let it go here. So I logged into my cloud wallet, and I've got a lot of my Dark Country cards staked, but not all of them. So apparently I've got some achievements already and some collections here.
Yeah, if you refresh it, you should see now blockchain heroes. But
Oh, if I do this,
yeah, you can try to. Yeah, it's still checking.
okay.
So yeah, so basically you can.
Oh, I can claim a collection. I claim you collection. What am I claiming?
You got something.
Oops, I got an error is what I got.
I got some common cards. Check available collections. It's going to scroll out there and see which ones I have.
You're still in beta here, right?
Yep.
So it gives me a level and it gives me something called raccoon coins. What is that about?
Yeah, so basically every collection or achievement you got has some points, like experience points that adds up to your level, but also they're also equal to raccoon coins, which is basically in like collect currency. So soon you're gonna be able to claim it as a token and get and be able to spend it. Basically, there would be several ways to monetize, like to use it on a VIP level or on getting some stuff we are preparing, like puzzles.
So I'll be able to redeem those. Travis,
Yep.
Are you collecting over there?
I'm looking over here and it says it's pulling in 3 of my blockchain heroes cards only. I know I have some other stuff. I do have some things that are staked on ourplanet.io, and so, but not. I mean, I got like a bunch of those different cards. So, what all collections are available inside of this platform right now, Ole?
So you asked about what are collections?
Which collections? So you got Dark Country and Blockchain Heroes, and how many other collections? Like, is Bitcoin Origins in there, or some of the like COGS and some of those other ones? What all are available?
Yeah. So for now, like till now, there are only two projects, and we're gonna add them eventually because we want users to return as we go. So we probably gonna add like 1 or 2 projects per week from now on, and while we are fine tuning and fixing the stuff as it's still like early beta. And yeah, and who knows?
I do have a lot of Dark Country cards in my collection, but they're not pulling in right now. So I guess does it take time for them to sort of populate in the in your collection?
Not a lot, but if you like, you have on your own, or you have like on stake it.
No, I don't believe I have any of the Dark Country staked. I'm looking in here and seeing none of my Dark Countries are staked anywhere.
But it might be like we didn't add all of the cards for now. Like we didn't add heroes, for example.
Just got the one common collection in here at the moment.
Gotcha.
Right. Okay, so you're gonna pop them in here, and the collections don't necessarily have to be the collections as we think of them, right? Like, what if we wanted to have, what if you put a collection in there that was all female heroes, right? Could that be a collection of its own?
Yeah, why not? So eventually, we want these raccoon coins to be a governance kind of token. So we might give users a power to vote and propose such collections, so curate them.
So, Travis, have you any words?
I have no words because none of my things. All it pulled in was my heroes, and so I'm not able to see some of the other things. But I think it's really fascinating. And you said it's early beta right now. When will we expect to have a full launch?
I don't think we'll have something like full launch. Like we will just add up and fix things.
Keep iterating.
Iterating. But yeah, I think overall, like there would be some kind of like way to spend your raccoon coins. And then we would name it a launch, I would say.
Okay.
Well, I do like when people build on top of Wax, and here's some different ways for you to manage and collect your NFTs. You guys can go to Collect.social to check. All you got to do is click start collecting and log in with your wallet, and you'll start earning these raccoon points. More collections will be added. I know that I'm going to be talking to Ola about very specific collections that we would like to see in there that are not the same collections that you get when you look on the Hero Tools page on Atomic. Let's get creative, Travis, and come up with some different things that people can earn points for collecting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
And the most important, you don't need to stake your NFTs. You just hold on your account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Ola, thanks for coming on and sharing. Collect.social's the site, gang, and we'll catch up with you again soon.
Yeah, great. It was nice. Thanks for having me.
All right, brother.
Very nice.
Take care.
Thank you, Ola.
Man, so much happening, Travis. It is like crazy. So in a few minutes, we're going to have our fourth guest join us for something also incredibly innovative. But I just want to take a breather here because I don't know about, I don't know what your days have been like, but
That'd been crazy.
So
and then after we get done with
out.
this, we have a conversation with the CEO of a really awesome project.
Yeah,
that's been doing some cool stuff. So we got to get this thing knocked out so we can jump on that.
Are you going to stick with NF Travis now as your name going forward?
You can address me as Sir Lord NF Travis if you want.
Sir Lord.
It would actually be NFT Ravis.
So as I mentioned, the Hero token is now trading on Roll, which means it's trading on Ethereum. There is a contract address where you can secure Hero from Uniswap. And I'm going to actually paste the address into the YouTube channel for those of you that actually, I'm just going to paste.
Hey, slow your roll.
What?
Okay, speed up your roll.
I got it. I'm going to paste the page for the Hero token so you guys can see it. This is also incidentally where the whale token lives here on Roll. And so you guys can go check out the Hero token right there. And you'll see the contract address. And I believe if you click let me actually pull this up here. I see M Blue's here. Hang on just a second, Mr. Blue. Get with you here in just a moment. If you go to the Hero page that I just pasted into the YouTube and you click buy, what does it do? It brings up the exchange here with the Uniswap. So you can go directly there, and there will be opportunities for you to use that Hero social money. And speaking of heroes, one of our heroes from the wax and blockchain and music and art world, a friend of the show, a personal friend, the one and only M Blue. Welcome back, good sir.
Hey, thank you. Hey, I love the gift you sent me, the Stay Bad. On the next edition, can we get one with me poking up and going?
I haven't shown this off yet.
No, you cannot. Sorry.
I'm gonna show this off. We commissioned a special NFT from none other than Art by Alex. Alex is the very talented artist who creates the badges for the Blockchain Heroes community, and also is branching out and doing some work of his own, some really beautiful artwork. And
he's very talented. He's leveled up.
I asked him to create this. Look at that right there for the Bad Crypto podcast. It says Stay Bad all the way across the back. And then you've kind of got this dimensional, 3-dimension thing happening right there. We minted 21 of them. I've got mint number 1. Travis has number 21, and some of our peers in the industry who have worked closely with us are getting gifted some other ones. We might hold back a few to either offer as prizes or to sell, but it's not a drop at the moment. Right now, they're just being held in the Bad Crypto wallet.
What I love about that is there's so many different moments where we've taken funny pictures. We can just populate those with different things, which will be cool.
Yeah.
Love it. Love
Mr. Blue, you're doing something super innovative, which of course I could say any day of the week, because that's what you do. We've taken cues from you, Mr. Blue, and now you're doing something that nobody saw coming, and you're combining NFTs with Minecraft. What the hell?
Dude, it just happened. But it's so funny. because, you know, after diving into it and seeing it, and you think, dude, Minecraft was built for this, right? And then I'm thinking, like, you know, how did we do this first, right? I mean, there's some, you know, Ethereum side things doing things with, you know, Minecraft, but you can't do what we're doing with any other chain. It takes EOS.io to do the mechanics and the gamification and the layers of in-game crypto action and rewards that can only be done in EOS.io tech stack. So luckily, EOS.io has kind of been a sleeper, right? Up until now, it's gaining momentum, especially Wax, because that was the ace, is that, you know, everybody was focused on Ethereum and all these other, you know, whiz-bang blockchains, but it takes EOS.io to do what we're doing with Minecraft, and they're like meant to be together. And yeah, it's really the win-win-win economy is coming full force. And we have the first rail land key sale starting tomorrow.
Oh, that's so beautiful. It's for those who don't maybe not know, Wax is a fork of EOS, right? And so it's built on EOS.io on its own independent thing that's being built on, as some of the folks over there at EOS, I think the whole team pretty much bailed recently, which is not good for EOS, but doesn't really impact Wax because it's a fork and it's on its own doing its own thing. So tell us about this land grab. Tell us about what's going on, because there are so many NFT luminaries that are all on Wax ecosystem that seem to be building on these plots of land inside this universe, and more land's going to be for sales, the outer regions, or what?
Oh yeah. We're just getting started. And, you know, to be honest with you, we're getting started before we really should, but there's just so much interest. I mean, people are throwing money at us, right? So, you know,
why though? I don't even know. So explain why. I mean, yes, we got this. There's Minecraft, and you're doing a sale, but why?
Well, this is real estate, baby. And real estate, NFT, land keys. You know, this game is designed. First of all, it started with 5 guys just wanting to hang out and create cool stuff, right? They didn't have the vision of, you know, how can we, you know, commercialize this and make money and, you know, take over the metaverse, right?
Are you talking about the creators of Minecraft back in the day?
No, I'm talking about
you guys that were playing around in there.
Right. Yeah. And then, so basically it starts on this foundation of gratitude, right? Because they were in there just building cool shit. And this guy put up a gratitude on the wall. His name's Bob. And everybody stood back and go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Well, I'm just really grateful for this place and you guys." And he put a gratitude up on the wall. And then that kind of changes the chemistry of everything. And then everybody goes, "That's a good idea. Let me put one up." So everybody put a gratitude statement up on the wall. And so then from there on, and you know, we're dealing with a bunch of science minds, right? And so this became their new religion, right? The religion of gratitude. Like, think of something you're grateful for and make a statement about it. And so every Sunday they have this gratitude ceremony. It's not religious. It's not spiritual. It's just, let's just sit in for a moment of silence and think about what we're grateful for, put it up on the wall. And, and so what's happened is the land is scattered with gratitudes. I mean, this place, there's these monuments, there's these cathedrals, there's filled with gratitudes, right? I'm grateful for my son. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for this person. But that's what this is born out of. First of all, this is our secret sauce, right? And then we tie in this statement called the win-win-win economy, right? So we're building this ecosystem where any NFT project, any business, you know, we're talking to music labels, we're talking to hedge funds, we're talking to banks that want to come in and build up the financial district. We want labels wanting to build up Music City, right? So this is the thing, is that we've got a pot of wax to use as rewards. So you come into this world, you just explore, you hang out with your bros, and you earn in wax just for being there, for hanging out, exploring. And you also find NFTs, some with low value and some with high value, right? You just randomly, holy shit, you know, here's an NFT. But see, every economic activity that happens in the world a portion of that goes into the rewards pool, so it always stays replenished, right? So this is you earn just for playing, but you don't have to get the high score to win. You just need to hang out and participate. And the NFT land key holders, the more traffic they get on their plot of land, just like in the real life, if you attract an audience because you built something really cool and people want to be a part of it and see it and explore it, well, guess what? The more people you have on your land, the more wax you as the landowner receives, right? So not only you as the landowner earns wax just for playing and being, but if people explore your property, boom, your wax rewards increase. So the more value you create on your land plot, it's an NFT land key. Let's say over time you create something so cool, and you've got an audience coming to your place. It's Music City or it's whatever, right? You get traffic and you build something of value, then you can go ahead and sell that if you want, any hour of any day. You can fractionalize and sell parts of it if you wanted to. You can just keep it forever if you wanted to. So, this is your property and you get to decide what you want to do with it. You can, in the near future, you're going to be able to whitelist people onto your property to help you beautify it, add to it. And you can, you can govern your land. You can create the governance around that land.
What you're looking at here, by the way, is our land. This is with the help of my son, Zach, we terraformed the whole thing, and it's loading a little slow here because I've got it on highest res and I'm also zooming at the same time. So normally this would fill in. You can see there's a few too many cats on our property.
So should we gift them? We should be grateful and gift the cats to other plots and be like, here, have a cat, meow.
So you can see up there.
That's awesome.
And this is going to be, there's Corey right there. Hi, Corey.
Hey, he wanted to be on the Zoom call.
Yeah.
Oh, so nice. Perfect.
So there's this is our headquarters. It's not quite done yet, but you'll be able to come to the Blockchain Heroes HQ right here.
Whoa.
And I guess this is the office in here with
we got to get some statues of like Genesis and some of the other ones. And man, the rate you're going in Blue, you're going to be a hero one of these days.
Well, I hope so. Damn it.
You need to reach ascension. You got to ascend those artifacts.
Hey, I've been wanting to ask, what is with the cats?
I don't know.
Joel got a wild hair up his cats, and
I don't know.
I think he wanted to upset. I think he wanted to upset Zach because Zach is not pleased that there's.
Zach likes cats. He's
good with cats. Instead of the cat lady, you're the cat man.
Yeah, they were getting in his way, but this whole thing had mountains and half of it was water, so we had to terraform the whole thing. And I got to fly out this way here. Of course, we're in creative mode because the next property over from ours is Bro's property, Ken Bosak's property. And to my knowledge, they hadn't yet built anything on the land, but it's raining now. Okay, where's that big shadow? You guys have to see this. Oh, you know what? This is not Bro's property. This is Boyd's property. I went the wrong way, but look at what they're doing here.
Yeah, it's insane.
They got some great builders. My goodness, I've never actually done Minecraft. I've never placed one block, and so I don't know much about it. But I know my kids love it, and so I think that both of my kids are going to jump on here and start building stuff. And it seems to me that there's a whole lot of people coming in here going to be grateful and sharing their gratitude and creating awesome places for people to come hang out in.
Well, it's awesome too, is that 10% of all the economic activity in here also goes to the Uplift Donate, which, first stop is building schools in Haiti. But, one day, who knows, maybe we'll have a huge pot of goodness to do schools all over the world in the proper way. And it looks like those cats are overtaking the entire world.
Yeah, I can neither confirm nor deny that was the intent. Nor will I apologize for actions I have taken in the past. Just is what it
So
is.
what do you got to do? You got to go in there and kill them, or what? How do you get rid of them?
Yeah, you actually can do that. They're not
That
happy
sounds
about
pretty
it.
morbid. Like, oh, look at these nice.
Oh, I just took a chunk out of. Now see what I did.
Do they
See what you
just
made me do?
Do they just keep breeding, or?
I don't know.
He's going through now killing cats. This show has gone off the rails, folks. We went from gratitude to cat smashitudes.
I mean, we could populate it with llamas instead. Would that be okay?
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, because we were wondering what was with the cats. I was thinking, well, like maybe you need cats to get, sometimes you need to like do crazy things to get certain chemical reactions and build certain things. So I was wondering, well, maybe there's like you mix 18 cats together and some lava, and you mix it with a twig leaf, and you get like some combustible gunpowder or something that can fuel some lantern, right?
Isn't that a song? You mix 18 cats, and what do you get? Oh, wrong song. So I think this is Brobro's property. I can tell by the shadow. Okay, see the shadow below here? Now, if you go up into the sky, look at this up here. This is hilarious. Right, I got to get out from under it. It's built all up here.
I love it.
Hilarious.
That's awesome.
It's like rainbow just went blah, and a bro came out.
Love that guy.
So how am I going to earn wax being in the Minecraft Uplift world?
Well, there's a heat map. First of all, it just you earn wax for any action in the game, and then the heat map, so you can see where the populations go, and you can tell which land pieces are attracting the most audience, and so that landowner will be receiving maximum wax rewards.
This is the heat map right here that you're referencing.
Correct.
And of course, it's not open to the public yet.
Not yet. No. We're getting all the scalability issues solved. We've got a really dynamic, smart team that understands scalable solutions. And we're kind of in the midst of upgrading and picking the right infrastructure.
So what would you like people to do at this point?
Go to the Uplift.world and kind of learn about the offering. It starts tomorrow, but there's 3 different phases that's going on that will be going through tomorrow, I think through the 13th. I would have to look, but the rails go first. And why the rails are important is because that's going to be the main source of transportation, right? So a lot of people will just walk and, but if you need to get, let's say there's an event at the amphitheater and you want to partake in that event because there's, some musician that you want to go see. Well, and you calculate it's going to take you 2 hours to walk there, but 30 minutes by rail, then you're going to take the rail. So the rail lines will be very heavily used. So if you own rail, that means you have a lot of people transporting over the top of your land constantly, right? So you're going to be earning more wax rewards for that. On top of it, these rail plots you can also build upon as long as the rail line can go through your structure. So, for example, you build a you get a rail plot and you decide to build a skyscraper, right? Because you'll have from bedrock to sky and the plot itself. So you can build any structure around that. And let's say you have something that will be like a main attraction, like you've got something in mind that people will want to explore, right? So not only do you have people transporting through your land, your building or whatever you build, but you also have the opportunity of them stopping at your building and exploring the different levels, right? Which will just emphasize the amount of wax rewards you earn as a land key owner.
Nice. So can you actually build like tunnels, right? Because it would seem to me like in some of these places, it might be better to have a subway kind of a system.
Yep. Yeah. And there's another and we're already talking about.
You're already talking to Elon Musk about getting the Boring Company in there, and
Exactly.
nice. Sponsored by Elon Musk. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So those Genesis NFTs down there below, that's one. It's funding the rewards pool, but two, you also get boosters. So if you hold those, and people can read and explore this, but basically, if you hold these in your wallets as you buy rail keys, then you'll get a random free land plot as well. So you're going to want to own some of those. If you're planning on buying rail, you're definitely going to want one of these Genesis NFTs in your wallet as well.
This is
Sir Lord Joel Com.
Yeah,
I'm reading the comments here on YouTube. It seems as if nobody likes your cats. They say this is really cool, except for all those cats.
Yeah, I did it when we were terraforming the land. I was bored, and I just like dropped them like crazy. They'll go away. They'll walk off. And
So they're gonna go in other people's lands and go and be the stray cats in other people's places.
It's kind of like if you've ever been to Kauai. In Hawaii, they have a chicken problem. There's chickens all over the island, and you can't kill the wild.
They have them in Key West too.
Why can't you kill them?
You can't. It's a law.
So that's just,
don't you want some chicken sandwiches?
So
they got free chicken sandwiches walking around.
Dip them in the fryer without even.
Yeah, so you can have the factory kill them in a very inhumane way, but you can't put their misery out in 1 second.
By yourself. Yeah, I was in Key West, and there was one rooster that just seemed to come right by my right outside my window, and like, and I was like, get the hell out of here! 6:30 in the morning.
This is some innovative stuff, man. I mean, nobody was thinking about this. You're thinking about it. And clearly, you're in this for the long haul. This is about building a community for the entire Wax community to participate. If you've not played Minecraft, you don't have to build to have fun in Uplift World. You'll be able to come on in here when it opens up to the public, and we're going to build out some really cool stuff. And if there's anybody out there that wants to help build larger than life blockchain heroes on our property, then shoot us a message, badcryptopodcast@gmail.com. My son Zach is kind of the curator of the property and helping to decide who's going to help build. And we'd love to hear from you guys, because we want to build out our land, and you should go tomorrow and participate in the rail sale. It's rail deal.
Here's an example and an idea for you. And this can apply to any project, but your heroes are a great idea here. So let's say you buy 1,000 by 1,000 plot land, right? And you divide that up into 10 lots, right? And you just put all these great statues, monuments of all your heroes on this land. Then you do 360-degree videos of each of those. That becomes an NFT, right? You can then sell that as an NFT, and the person that buys that, or you auction it off, actually gets the rights to that block that you just sold. So you're transferring that ownership to it, but you're creating an experience and a monument. So another thing to consider, guys, is those Genesis NFTs. There's going to be two whales, basically. Whoever holds the most of those 100s and those thousands, they will get first dibs on land. So they'll be able to go onto a live show with me and Corey, and they'll be able to pick out their 250 by 250 square plot of land in the Uplift. So they'll be able to decide what is valuable to them and what will work for their future build.
How do you? One question I have, since I don't really use Minecraft, is so whenever you open up the game, do you got to teleport, or how do you get to your plot of land easier without having to spend 2 hours walking?
Well, or you take the land, or you take the railway, right? So, but think about it. You want to be walking and you want to be taking rail because you're earning wax doing that. Plus, at the same time, you get to explore the world and see what's out there. But two, we're going to be selling also Nft Teleport Passes. So let's say you need to get an event and it's on the other side of the Uplift, right? Again, maybe it's a concert, maybe it's an event, maybe who knows, right? We're going to have experiences in there. We're working with some very notable artists, and they're going to do sales, right? But they're going to also have an experience within the Uplift. And if you have one of their NFTs, you get a free pass into their experience of the Uplift, but you can also buy a pass into that experience. You can buy a teleport pass as well. Say, shit, I need to get here quickly. Let me get a teleport pass. Boom.
Boom.
Amazing. I'm putting on my calendar that tomorrow morning, noon Eastern, right, is when the sale happens. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right, I'm adding it to my calendar right now. It just so happens it coincides with the Splinterlands land sale at the same time. I'm like, damn it, you guys, I can't keep up with all of the things.
There's a lot of things, man.
And then you've got the Bitcoin Origins going tomorrow too. I'm not sure what time their thing is happening, but I mean, I need more hands and more computers so I can participate in all the things, because I want to throw my money at y'all. You're doing good stuff with it, and we really appreciate you. The Uplift.world. You guys check out the rail sale tomorrow, noon Eastern, and I'm sure we will talk again soon, my friend.
Thank you, man. I love you both so much. Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother.
See you,
Likewise.
M Blue, the one and only.
The one and only.
He is absolutely amazing.
Great. We've had an action-packed show here, folks. If you like the show, I know there's over almost 100 people on live right now. Not that many likes. So if you enjoyed the content that we gave you for free, please, as your fee, click the like button down below, because that is your fee. That is what, and then hit that subscribe, because every Friday we do these at this exact same time, and you're going to want to tune into it, because if you're not tuning in, how are you going to know to tune in?
And the other thing that you can do is you could find the replays of all of them on the Nifty Show playlist here on the Bad Crypto Podcast channel on YouTube. For some reason, Theta didn't connect today. I don't know what the deal was with that. And the audio version of this gets uploaded to iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and a couple other places. So you can go subscribe there, and that's where you can leave a review. And we do have a call with a big player in the space here in just a few minutes. But before we leave you guys, some of you are about to get some hero social money. In fact, 50 of you are going to be able to grab, how many hero do we have here? 50 of you are going to be able to grab 10 hero.
Ooh, that's a big chunk.
Until they're gone. That's 500 hero we're giving away right now. You could buy these on Uniswap. I think it's currently like 9 cents a hero, but you can get basically a buck worth of hero if you're quick, if you're William Quigley. And all you got to do to grab them while you can is go to nifty.show/whale in tribute of Mr. WhaleShark today. The whale token also available on Roll. But he's not giving those away here. You got to go to his Discord to find out about that. Nifty.show/whale. The first 50 of you will be able to grab 10 of these. We will be announcing our Discord soon. It's ready. We're just not ready to announce it yet. I think we're probably going to do that during the Hero Report next Wednesday night. We had 280 people in that meeting at our peak on Wednesday, Travis.
Yeah, pretty cool. The NFT space is exploding. People like to hear about it. We like to talk about it and connect with the great people that are doing great stuff in the space. We got some phenomenal guests in the queue that are going to be coming up on future shows. And we've talked to some other folks who have done some amazing things recently in music NFTs that said that he would come on a show in a later date as well. So we're going to have some good stuff coming. We're going to keep doing it. So make sure you subscribe and make sure you stay nifty.
What he said.
Or be nifty. Or we don't have an ending for this one. Like,
just
do nifty shit. Is that it?
Do all the nifty stuff. All right, we'll catch you guys soon. We out of here because we got phone calls to make.